it says, "I, you." And on the side of the can it says, "Fancy meeting you here." Alright, so week 15. Oh wait, first of all, that Monday night game. I haven't talked to y'all since Monday night. That game was crazy. The Ravens and the Browns game was crazy. Probably the best regular season game since the Monday night game between the Rams and the Chiefs in 2018. That game was really good too. It was just insane how Lamar Jackson came back on 4th down after Trace McSorley got hurt. Came in, and then the only incompletion that he threw was the clocking the ball. So he went, I think he went 5 of 6 after he came back in, and the only completion was that clock and spiking the ball. So that was a really exciting, fun game to watch. on Saturday. This week we got an extra day of football. The Carolina Panthers versus the Green Bay Packers, and the Buffalo Bills versus the Denver Broncos on Saturday this week. I like the Green Bay Packers to beat the Panthers. I like the Buffalo Bills to beat the Broncos. They're both favored. Aaron Rodgers is my MVP right now. Between him and Mahomes, and I like what Rodgers is doing. So Rodgers. If I had to pick an MVP today, it would be Aaron Rodgers. The Bills still playing at a high level. They played really well last week against the Steelers. Stephon Diggs is a beast. Josh Allen is a beast. I think the Bills might be the second best team in the AFC behind Kansas City. So yeah, I like them to beat Denver. On Sunday, I'll take the Miami Dolphins over the New England Patriots. Tough year for New England so far. Miami on the rise. The Miami always plays New England tough anyways. So let me get the Dolphins. I'll take the Cleveland Browns over the New York Giants. The Browns gotta bounce back after that tough loss that they took against the Ravens. Gotta bounce back this week. They get the Giants. The Giants have been, their defense has been looking better, but Jason Garrett, the offensive coordinator for the Giants, tested positive for coronavirus. So Freddie Kitchens is gonna be calling the plays for the Giants against the Browns. I thought he was like the worst head coach I've ever seen before when he was coaching the Browns. So, and I don't even know if Daniel Jones is going to be able to play or if it's going to be Colt McCoy. Regardless, either one, that's not changing my mind on this pick. So let me get the Browns over the Giants on Sunday night. They flex that game to Sunday night, and get the Browns to 10 wins. That will get the Browns to 10 wins on the season. So Cleveland over New York there. I'll take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Atlanta Falcons. I'll take the San Francisco 49ers over the Dallas Cowboys. The Tennessee Titans over the Detroit Lions. I'll take the Indianapolis Colts over the Houston Texans. And then let me get the Chicago Bears over the Minnesota Vikings in an upset. I'll take the Bears to upset the Vikings. The Vikings beat them like a month ago. I think it was like 13-19 or something like that. So I think the Bears get a little bit of revenge right there, and in the upset there. So give me the Bears to upset the Vikings, and another upset. I'll take the Washington Football Team to upset the Seattle Seahawks. I don't enjoy picking against Russell Wilson, but that front four in Washington is deadly, and they beat the Niners without even scoring an offensive touchdown. If Alex Smith comes back and Antonio Gibson comes back this week, then I like the Washington Football Team to upset the Seahawks. I'll take the Baltimore Ravens over the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Los Angeles Rams over the New York Jets, the Arizona Cardinals over the Philadelphia Eagles, the Kansas City Chiefs over the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees is going to be back this week playing for New Orleans. Sorry, Drew. I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Chiefs are gonna beat you anyways. And then the Monday night game, I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals. So, to recap, I like the Green Bay Packers, the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, the Cleveland Browns, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the San Francisco 49ers, the Tennessee Titans, the Indianapolis Colts, the Chicago Bears, the Washington Football Team, the Baltimore Ravens, has been an interesting year picking games due to COVID, but I always think that, anyways, like the first 4 weeks and the last 4 weeks are hard to pick games in a sense, because in the first 4 weeks you're kind of figuring out how everyone's actually gonna look this year, and then in the last 4 weeks you're like, you see the separation and you know who the upper echelon teams are and who aren't, and who who most of the playoff teams are gonna be and who aren't, and it makes it kind of hard to pick upsets for me. So for me, I think the last 4 weeks and the first 4 weeks are the hardest to pick, and then what the 8 weeks in between is are a little bit easier. But yeah, so I have a hard time picking upsets this time of year, because you're like, well, can Washington really beat Seattle? But I think so. I think they're going to do it. It's already been an interesting year picking games just due to COVID and everything, and injuries, everything you already have to keep up with regularly. But the first 4 weeks and the last 4 weeks especially, a little bit more difficult for me. Some videos that I'm going to be doing coming up, I'm going to do my fantasy football team reviewed, a year in review, my fantasy football team. I am in the second round of the playoffs right now. I got a tough matchup this week.